So everybody saw me pull that piano, right? And how, incredibly ineffective I was at doing anything physical labor, right? Everyone saw that. That was the thing. So you can't hear me. Can I have the volume? Is that a thing? Jeez, guys, that's so hard. Talking? I didn't know I could do that. So, you saw that piano, right? I'm not gonna use it. I just wanted to have it. So you can tell that I've learned two things with this data auction. I am shit at singing and being funny. So we'll see how this goes. And I was having such a good time today. I was like, yes, I'm gonna go up and be really clever and make jokes about like genetics and physics and science, and everyone's gonna love it. And in reality, like 3 people are gonna get the joke and be like, okay, that went great. So the first time I realized that this data auction thing wouldn't go well is when I got the number 30. And my first thoughts were, 30 years old, the perfect time to die alone. And you all laughed. Now who's the bad guy? So I decided to have a new trick and a new talent. It's called drinking water. You thought I was joking. But seriously, now to actually funny stuff. So the main theme around all my jokes today are gonna probably be really stupid and science. So I'm gonna need some audience participation and some experimentation. And so the first people think when they hear the words experimentation is sex. And no, I'm not gonna have sex with you. As much as I'm feeling the love, I'm not gonna spread it around. Sorry. So I want everybody to, roll their tongues like this. Come on, do it. Okay. So how many people here could roll their tongues? Raise your hands. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I'm not even counting anymore. So did you know that rolling your tongue is a recessive and dominant trait? Which means that people who can roll their tongue actually think people give a shit that you can roll your tongue. Mr. Rich. So that was one joke. And so since I'm an anthropology major, I like dividing people into groups and seeing how they think. So we're gonna see who laughs at this joke. So what's a physicist's favorite type of food? Fish and chips. So there's like 3 physics majors here? Good to know. What is a snowman's favorite mode of transportation? An icicle. Thank you for laughing. So now I have to go to like the punny portion of my jokes. Please, be kind. So did you know that people found a gene for shyness? It was hidden by some other alleles. This is gonna be great. What else? I wanted to do stand-up because, as I mentioned before, I have an absence of talent, which is kind of cool, but not really. So I thought I could do talent, and I told my brother, hey, you've done stand-up, could I do stand-up too? And he was like, John, you're not funny. I was like, really? I laugh at myself all the time. I was like, yeah, I know. I just hear you like cackling to yourself. And it's like, what kind of drugs are you on? And so, I thought I could do this, and I'm doing pretty well, apparently. But he asked me, John, what was the last thing you laughed at? And my reply was, a bunch of children. Children doing what? They died in the blizzard on the way home to school. Off to an excellent start, John. Keep at it. He's probably really happy that this is going on the internet because he's gonna be like, wow, I thought he was weird before, but get in front of the stage. Wonderful. So, why did the bear dissolve in water? Because he's polar. I'm just kidding. The whole thing about global warming is that the ice caps are melting, so it probably just drowned. So we got chemistry majors and environmental science majors. Intriguing. What else do we have here? what I really missed from that last song of the Misty Mountains was somebody dropping the bass. But you know, it's kind of hard to see a conjugate acid. How much time do I have left? Make it 10 minutes? Negative 10 minutes. So does that mean like I've gone back in time? Am I Doctor Who? I don't have a bow tie. That's sad. So is it legit like negative 10 minutes? I got a minute or two. Okay. Something funny. Birds. Birds are funny, right? No, they're not. So I'm gonna end this with, you know, my process of writing jokes. There wasn't one. I initially tried to steal jokes, and those jokes involved one person buying crack cocaine from a toddler in the street. That was by Chappelle, for those who are even more white bread than I am. One of them involved, let me see it. It involved stealing a car, and her response was like, "You wouldn't steal a car, would you?" And she replied, yeah, I'd fucking steal a car. And I would steal a car. If, you know, it was easy as downloading something on the internet, which would involve touching the car, and 30 seconds later, I get a car. Who loses in that situation? Really? The music company. And finally, this last joke may be a little bit awkward for those in the audience who, like, you know, do a juice cleanse. Whenever somebody says, "I'm doing a juice cleanse," I just read, "I don't love myself, and I don't trust myself with solid foods." So, I'm really sorry. Maybe you should try loving yourself. Thank you very much.